Okay. Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the modes of transport. Already in the last video we have started the lesson. So modes of transport, as you know, it is of three types. So what are the modes? Land transport, water transport, and air transport. So mode of transports are divided into three types: land transport, water transport, air transport. Again, land transport is again divided into road and rail. So the vehicles that is run on the road is known as road transport. Example: bus, cars, trucks, etc. And the rail transport, vehicles that runs on the rail. Example: train. So these are already we have seen in the last video about the land transport, the advantages and the disadvantages. So today we are going to see what is water transport and what is air transport, and the advantages and the disadvantages of both the transport. So now water transport. So what is water transport? The vehicles that runs through water is known as water transport. So already people are using to live near the water bodies, as they know there are easy availabilities of water so that they can survive. So vehicles that run through water bodies are known as water transport. Example: ships, boat, steam engine, the use of steam engine, ships with the use of steam engine, etc. So these are the modernized type of steam engine we are using through water transport. So as you know, from the early times people started settling in the water bodies because of the use of the availabilities of water, which is important for their survival. So gradually they discovered what they discovered. Gradually they discovered they could use the water bodies. They could use these water bodies for transportation of goods. So gradually they discovered that they could use these water bodies for transportation of goods also. So at first they made dugout boats. At first they made dugout boats with hollowing a big log of wood with the help of big stone. So gradually they discovered they could use water bodies to transport goods from one place to another. So they So boats are invented. They started inventing the boats. At first they made dugout boats with hollowing big logs of wood. பெரிய பெரிய wood வச்சு அதை சேர்த்து பெரிய பெரிய ஸ்டோன் அதுக்கு பேலன்ஸ் பண்ணி they made a boat, small boat. After that after that boat with oars were created. Oars means taduppu. Oars were created. So after this boat, gradually they discovered ships. With the help of wind power were developed. So steam engine was also invented with the use of wind power. So slowly from the boats, first they made the dugout boats, and after that they made a boat with oars. And gradually they discovered ships which is run through wind power, and steam engine was also with the use of wind power they started. This means of transport was still in use. This mode of transport was run with the help of diesel. This mode of transport was run with the help of diesel. So through diesel this water transport are running, and they started transporting goods and also passengers from one place to another. So now see what are the advantages of the water transport. Now let's see the advantages of water transport. So what is the first advantages? It is the cheapest means of transport. It is the cheapest means of transport. It is the cheapest means of transport other than rail and road. The next important, large and heavy goods can be easily transportable at a relatively lower cost. So what is the first advantage? It is the cheapest means of transport rather than rail and road. Large and heavy goods can be easily transportable at a relatively lower cost. Trade among the countries were done by this water transport was done easily. So trade among themselves were done easily. Last, during natural calamities, during heavy rains, and and droughts, floods or droughts. During heavy rains and floods, when road and rail were not in use, rescue operation can be done through water transport. So these are the advantages of water transport. It is the cheapest means of transport. Remember, cheaper. Large and heavy goods can be easily transportable at a relatively lower cost. So heavy goods ella easily transport panniralam lower cost la. Trade among the countries குள்ளே நம்ம ட்ரேட் பண்ணுறது த்ரூ வாட்டர் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட்டில் ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். டூரிங் ஹெவி ரெயின்ஸ் அண்ட் ஃப்ளட்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா ரோட்ஸ் அண்ட் நாட் இன் யூஸ், ரெஸ்கியூ ஆப்ரேஷன்ஸ். ஸோ ரெஸ்கியூ ஆப்ரேஷன்ஸ் கேன் பி டன் த்ரூ வாட்டர் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட். ஓகேவா? ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் த அட்வான்டேஜஸ் ஆஃப் வாட்டர் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட். Now let's see what are the disadvantages of water transport. So what are the disadvantages? So let's see what are the disadvantages of water transport. The first one, it is a slow means of transport. It is a slowest means of transport. It is a slow means of transport. So the disadvantages, it is a slow means of transport. The second one, it has limited capacity. It has only limited capacity other than train. Okay, it has only a limited capacity. So first one, it is a slow means of transport. The second point, it has only a limited capacity. What was the third one? It has limited access. It has a limited access to areas where there is seaports and jetix. So in the cities we should have the seaports and jetix only. We can use this water supply in a successful manner. So these are the disadvantages. These are the 3 points of disadvantages. It is a slow means of transport. It has only limited capacity for the passenger other than the train. So it has a limited access to areas where there is only a seaports and a jetties. Jetties is a place where ships were landed. Okay, va? So these are the disadvantages of the water transport. Now we move on to see the air transport. So next one is air transport. So air transport is also one of the most important mode of transport. It is the fastest mode of transport. This is a modern way of transport. So humans, everyone had a dream of going through air. So they also launched air transport. The hot air balloon. The hot air balloon was launched successfully at the end of the 18th century. So this was the first mode of air which was launched at the end of the 18th century. So after the 18th century, the Wright brothers invented aeroplanes. So this is the fastest mode of transport. Aeroplanes is the fastest mode of transport. It is used to easily transport goods. For easily transport goods, mainly used by military purposes. By the defense, mainly used by the defense. So the aeroplane, which is the fastest mode of transport, we can travel long distances within a short span of time. So aeroplane was made use for the easy transportation of goods, for military purposes, mainly for the defense, the military and the police, and also for the mainly for the defense they use aeroplanes. After aeroplanes, helicopters were invented. So this is also the fastest mode than aeroplane. Helicopters are not used for long runways. It is not used for long runways, as this is the fastest mode of transport. It is not used for the long runways. So mainly helicopters are used for mainly during for military purposes, etc. For military, police, and mainly during the emergency, and mainly during emergency purposes, helicopters were used mainly by the defense people. Okay, va? So now let's see what are the advantages of air transport. So what is the first advantage? It is the fastest mode of transport. It is a fastest mode of transport. It carries passengers and goods. For a long distance within a short span of time. So it is the fastest mode of transport. It carries passengers and goods for a long distance within a short period of time, or a short span of time. It makes, the second one, it makes travel comfortable. What is the second advantage? It makes travel comfortable. The first one, it is the fastest mode of transport, carries passengers and goods for a long distance within a short span of time. It makes travel comfortable. The third one, it is not affected by any barriers. It is not affected by any barriers such as river, lakes, hills and mountains. So these barriers are not there for the air transport. So this is the third advantages. The fourth one, So this is the fourth one. It is so during calamities and natural disasters, natural disasters like heavy rain, floods and droughts will happen. This rescue operation was were done through airdrops for the affected people. So these are the advantages. First one, it is the fastest mode of transport. It carries passengers and goods for long distances within a short span of time. It makes travel comfortable. It is not affected by any barriers such as rivers, lakes, hills, mountains and plains. During calamities and natural disasters, rescue operations were done through airdrops for the affected people. So it is the last one, it is very important for the defense. It is very useful for the defense. Defense means the military and the police. Okay, well, these are the advantages of air transport. Now let's see what are the disadvantages of air transport. First one, it is the costliest mode of transport. So air transport, it is the costlier mode of transport. Costlier mode of transport. It also has a limited capacity. It also has a limited capacity. So this is the second advantage. It also has a limited capacity compared to train. And the third disadvantages of air transport. The first one, it is the costlier mode of transport. The second, it has a limited capacity compared to train. The third disadvantage, it is not suitable to carry heavy goods. So these are the three disadvantages of air transport. So I hope you understand the lesson about the modes of transport. It is of three types: land transport, water transport and air transport. Water transport is again divided into road and rail. So we have learned the advantages and disadvantages of all the three transport. If you are having any doubt in that, you please ask me. Thank you.